Welcome to American Dream Life, where we keep sharing how to grow our beliefs and become a united human being. And today I want to bring the topic of how to be prompt and why it's important and why there is experience of the hesitation and compared to and then sharing some tips and experiences that I get to experience as well to potentially help you resonate with the message or pick something that you might be working on and might be helpful for you to distinguish from whatever I kind of noticed over the years as well. So anyhow, without further ado, let's be prompt and start on the topic of how to be prompt and where the hesitation actually maybe before that promptness, the where the hesitation coming from. Um, well, it's usually coming when we are not prompt and there might be something that possibly you are a thinker for and like to analyze things, and you feel that you get to actually think over things, sleep on things before you can make a decision, for example. and and it's good, and I'm also one of those people that like to analyze things, but I also learning to actually shift my analyzing and overthinking things to be more prompt and seeing actually benefits out of it when I'm prompt on making decision and what it opens up for me, being in that actually even energy of being prompt, really tuning in to my kind of gut feeling, intuition, um, where I get to actually feel that I am aligned and just making decision based on that. And possibly you experience that as well in your life when there was an alignment with something that you get to make a choice and decision on something. You didn't have to really think much about it. You were getting excited about it. You knew how to find time for whatever choice you decided, how to find money if that was something around investing in yourself or investing in something that would support you. And there was really not much hesitation with it. Usually hesitation is the one that's showing up when possibly you not trusting yourself enough, when you feeling that possibly you get to uh, follow whatever other people telling you to do, and or some other things that possibly that's something for you to explore on the next choice that you get to make. What's coming up for you? um, is it something that you align, or the hesitation? And if it's a hesitation, where that hesitation is coming for you? Is it of being kind of accepted with others, like I had described, and relying on others making decision instead of because you don't want to kind of hear or take the responsibility or consequences of the decision. So whatever it's for you, I'm inviting you to reflect on it and find out, creating that awareness, which is usually a first step. When you have that awareness, you can work on it and see how you can transform that to much better experience and experience that other side. That's the whole idea of us kind of here, inviting you to the live broadcasts and sharing my messages to experience both sides of like with this prompt, not being prompt, hesitation, and being prompt, the two sides of it. And because possibly what's happening been too long on one side and forgetting that there is another side to things, and we get to experience those as well and see if possibly there is actually better alignment with the other side. That, and we feel much better about it than that hesitation that can actually be more heavier and takes much more energy and time and overthinking and to potential loss of like, and it's becoming harder to actually make a choice and making a decision. So I understand that there are possibly some decisions, life decisions, that you get to actually have some time to reflect, to consult with others. However, there's really a lot of other simple one that you actually get to make pretty quickly and trust, and that actually will grow actually as well. That's what I want to share, that when you're starting even with the smaller choices and decisions and making them prompt and taking making those choices, it start kind of growing and evolving, that you get to actually be in that energy for some bigger choices and some bigger decisions, and you can make them quicker. And usually, you know, with the hesitation, like I said, there's sometimes usually where it's showing up when there's no alignment and with whatever. So that's another kind of tip of whatever decision you get to actually make, if that's showing up and you thinking that you still need to think some more on it, remind yourself what was that first thought, what was that first belief or feeling around it. Was it a positive one or more negative, and where that was coming from? Because there will be some kind of signs with that decisions, like uh, that you're possibly trust and intuition kind of kicking in, and you possibly discounting that. And if you don't listen, you know that the consequences of those decisions might be more heavier than actually just making the decision based on your intuition when you feel that it's a good decision that you will make. Because if there's something showing up at the beginning, it will be keep showing up after you make that decision and through the experience and the more questioning and more hesitation that will that you will experience with it. And at some point, maybe with that or some other decision, you come to some conclusion that, well, I should have listened to myself, to my intuition, and trust and kind of decide accordingly, yes or no on it, and not kind of quiet down my voice or quiet down something that was coming up that I discounted because I didn't trust that. So I hope it makes sense and brings value here, and kind of happy to share as well that with practicing more of that promptness, even for today broadcast, when I was focusing on how to bring another experience around the world that starts with P, when I ask for some higher guidance and divine intervention, it didn't take long. It took just few minutes when the words show up in my awareness and conscious, and I was like, yeah, I will be prompt, and that's what I will be sharing on today, and that the word that show up, and that's the message that I'm sharing with you, and so excited about it, and feel free to share what resonates with you with that message, what called the nugget you taking out of it. Your experience are also welcome sharing them in the comment section about how to be prompt, or reflection on that as well. And I've been broadcasting in in this space, American Dream Live, for some time on Thursdays afternoon, sometimes a bit later, sometimes a bit earlier, depending on the schedule. And because of between calls today, it's a bit earlier. And where I get to share um, that it's streamed on YouTube channel and in the group called as well American Dream Live. So feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit notification button to usually it's in advance notice. Sometimes it's more advanced, sometimes less, on when I'm coming live. So you can join me live on it and ask potentially some questions with that comes during the share. So feel free to do that. You're welcome to watch the replay and still share what resonates, and as well as potentially your experience around the topic or reflections. And at this point, sending you lots of love, joy, and peace. Until next time, take care.